Hi, my name is Tim and I'm forgiven. Our country is headed into a serious crisis that's been created by liberalism. Currently, they're talking about $4 a gallon for gasoline by the end of this year. Now, we've got to understand that our economy is crushed already. Our economy is in despair. If the price of oil jumps up $1 a gallon or more, we're going to cause some serious pain for our country. We've got to do everything we can to make sure that oil does not increase, and we need to do everything we can to reduce the price of oil. The price of oil can be $20 a barrel. There's absolutely no excuse for it not to be, except for government control and government regulation. Government control and government regulation is destroying our economy, not only through taxation and the regulation of company and corporations that is totally unnecessary, it's law upon law, but also through the control and the regulation of the production and the exploration of oil. Oil is readily available and we need to go get it. We had a really tragic event with the coal mine, and the president, he exploited this tragedy to express the need for more government, more control, more regulation, and to demonize corporations. It does not matter how much you plan, it doesn't matter how much you do to prevent. It happens. It happens a lot, unfortunately. But lately it's been happening a lot less. And I'm talking about it. You know what it is. It's happening a lot less lately because of improvements in technology and in understanding. And it saves lives. Now, if you're saying that we cannot ever lose a single life, then you're saying that we can never ever move, because when you move, you create a situation that's going to increase the risk of death. It's just the way it is. The coal mine disaster, there might have been things that could have been done. There might have been things that were shortened, but when you sit down at the dinner table, you have to limit the amount of food that your children eat, not only because that they might become obese, but because they have to have enough food for tomorrow. You can't go out and buy the best food and all the food and blow it in one day with your paycheck, because they got to eat until the next paycheck. So, they may not get enough to eat to satisfy them, but you still have to limit it, because they will not eat tomorrow. Now, safety has a cost and it has a price, and we pay it. But at some point in time, you say, it's not feasible. It's not feasible to cross every I and cross every T and dot every I. It's not feasible. This is the way it is. It's not always feasible. People die, and it's a shame, and it's a tragedy, and we cannot prevent all deaths. But this should not be a crutch for politicians to use to increase control and regulation. Did somebody take shortcuts? Maybe. If they don't take extreme concern when spending their money, they will not make a profit. If they do not make a profit, nobody has a job. Nobody has coal. If we don't have coal, it's going to send us backwards in time, to a worser time, to an unhealthy time, to a time when there was more death. The same thing is true about oil. When we control and regulate it, we control and regulate the price. And we don't control it down, we control it up. Every time we add a control, Every time we add a regulation, the price goes up. It goes up. This is normal. It has to be that way for there to be a profit. And if you say there should not be a profit, then you don't lift your finger today. Because you shouldn't profit. When you have a job and you work, you profit. You saying that you shouldn't have a profit? Everybody deserves a profit. Oh, this ungodly profits. No. Not at $20 a barrel. And it can be there. And it's not at $70 a barrel either because it's restricted. It's a government cause problem. But what we have to do is get the problem out of it. And we'll get if we don't bring oil prices down, I'm going to tell you right now that you're going to see more unemployment, you're going to see more companies closed, and you're going to see a worse economy, and you're going to see a president drowning in his own mire, which he's doing already. But it's going to get really bad. And I'm saying this right now because I don't want it to get worse. I don't care who the president is. I do not want the economy to get worse. I want the economy to get better. And if you do not talk to your politicians, if you do not talk to your president, if you do not send the message that oil needs to be freed up, you are going to suffer the consequences. And not only you, but your children and your grandchildren. Not that there'll be a lot of grandchildren, because there's going to be a lot of hurting and a lot of pain between now and then. We really, really, really need to do something about this. This is crucial. Its price of gas should be under $1. It can be $1.17, 97 cents. That price range will change the economy, and it's necessary. And you go, oh, that'll never happen. No, if you say it will never happen, it will never happen. Everybody needs to say it can happen, and we can do it. If we get on the backs of the politicians to do something about it before it cripples us, before their actions cripple our country. We're already down to half a leg. We're going to take both legs completely out from underneath us if we get to $4 a barrel. And God help us when that happens, because it's going to get really, really, really bad. Do something. Do something for your grandkids. God bless everybody. God bless the country.